Here we go. Hi. So today is the third day after the surgery. I haven't really recorded because I've been really heckin' tired. So last night I actually forgot to. Today it's been well. The pain in my shoulder has gone away a bit. It's still not to the extent that I can lay down. I still have to kind of sit, sleep, which a corner couch is perfect for. So I sit a lot in one of the corners because they have really high armrests and backrests. So I usually sit in a corner of one of the corners because it's kind of a lounge, an L shape. So I sit in one of those and I try to sit in those positions as much as possible. I actually had to went up last night to sleep there because I lay down and it was heavenly for like 5 minutes to actually lay down until the pain in the shoulder started to get worse, and I realized that my breathing was extremely shallow and I was not taking deep breaths. It was really just panting. So I had to sit up before I panicked, and then I just went off into the living room and slept there. Not too much to complain about, really. I think today is the day I've slept absolutely the most. I've been sleeping, eating, I've been only up and walking twice a day today. And it was nice to go out, but I've been really tired, and it's all of sorts of new emotions. Like, again, I woke up really early, I think at 5 a.m. and I thought it was the pain, but probably I was hungry, so I should have eaten something because that kind of went throughout the day for me and kind of kicked my ass a little. I also organized all my meds. I will show you a picture of it here. So those are the meds I need to take every day for the rest of my life. But not exactly all, because some of them are antidepressants and some are just for the back pains and such I have now. So I do take them daily, but if the pain goes away some, I don't need to. And if my mental health gets better, I don't. But it's like we're talking about maybe 3 meds I don't need to take. It's also some the morphine tablets and such, but otherwise those tablets are here to stay. But I ordered because my doctor recommended another kind of not medicine. It's a multivitamin that's called Baricol, which is very popular here in Sweden, which you can get in different types. It's either like a powder that you dissolve in water, it's chewing tablets, swallow tablets. There were several different kinds essentially, and I ordered a triad packet that should arrive here next week, so I can try that instead, because that will reduce the amount of tablets I need to eat each day. It also adds vitamin D and silica for the hair, so it's supposed to help your hair also, because it is a very common side effect that you lose quite a bit of hair. Not that I'm too worried because I have very thick hair, but it would be nice not to lose it because I love my hair. I look like shit though. I've been sleeping a lot with braids, and I can kind of tell. I'm gonna shower tomorrow. It's gonna be heavenly. I also sorted out all the meds, and also for the evening, because I'm supposed to take most of them in the morning. Then each other day I need to take my iron medicine at lunch, because the calcium I have can cancel out the iron, so it needs to be taken at lunchtime, but only each other day. So I added that to my phone so I can keep track of when and where. Then there are some meds that I eat along with the calcium in the evening, and some pain meds. And then also for 10 days we have this right here, it's Inohep tinsaparinatrium. It's I can't pronounce that for shit. It's an injection, a blood cloth, and it comes in this tube, so you can throw it away in your ordinary trash, which I need to take this evening, so I figured I'd take it with you guys so you get to see how it goes. It's not very hard. I thought it would be harder, but you kind of get used to it, and to be fair, the needle is really sharp. As long as you're not a freaking chicken, it's fairly easy. But I will also put a little warning when we're getting to that. But yeah, it's like a lot of weird new feelings, such as one, being hungry. It doesn't feel the same as when you're hungry with a normal stomach. I've started to get like a headache behind one of my eyes, and also that you know when you've had a really bad cold and your throat has been hurting, but it's very low down, and it's like let's go up there better. Adjusting here a bit. There we go. We don't need that much of the background, but it's like really low in the pain, so it feels like I'm having a sore throat, but not really. And I've started to also associate that feeling with that I'm probably hungry, that it's time to eat. Also taking, a lot of people complain about drinking, and it hasn't been that hard, but I'm also being really careful. But I woke up last night and just grabbed the bottle and took big chugs, and I can't say it was pleasant, but it wasn't that bad either. It just felt when you're taking a really too big of a gulp, when it's like either it's food or water that's too big and too hard, and it kind of rolls down all the way, kind of like that. But then it also felt like a ring that's just tensions on, and it's trying to pass through. It just says not quite there, but nothing too bad. I can drink pretty well actually, which is pleasing. It's mostly eating that takes time, but not as bad as most people say. I feel like I'm having quite a easy ride here, but also it's only day 3, so I don't know, it might get harder, or who knows. It's not that bad currently, and I'm so looking forward to having a cracker with cheese. But I did buy some soups, some ready-made soups that are there are no chunks. I'm not allowed to have anything with chunks in them, essentially. Different types of yogurt and some pudding. I had one yesterday and I felt that it got a bit heavy, so I think that I should wait with the puddings a little bit more. But yogurt and kind of milk drinks, coffee, fine, no issue. It just takes time to eat. But I also noticed that I sometimes eat too little, that I actually can eat a bit more. I had a small cup with some yogurt and I finished it and I was like, I still feel weird. Maybe I should try and eat some more. And I did, and I instantly felt better. And I think it's because it was like just 1.5 deciliters. So I did eat too little to calm the mini stomach. So I needed to do that. So I think that's kind of been the theme of today, that I'm not eating quite as much as I should. And I'm sleeping a bit too much, but it's also due to that first night at the hospital, because that was horrendous, because I couldn't sleep. And I don't say it's the hospital's fault, but it feels a little bit cruel to put a young person next to 2 dementia patients that needs another kind of care. But what are they supposed to do? You kind of see a selfish view and the view of what the heck are they supposed to do otherwise. I understand both sides. I'm just complaining for the complaining's sake. Since they needed, it was also that they didn't take the blood pressures at the same time, so they could come in and take one patient. Then 1 hour later they took the next, and then the next, instead of just going all 3 at once. So I woke up every single time they were in there, so I only slept for like 20 minutes at a time. And then there was also that they pushed the buttons and needed help, they needed to check on them, or they hadn't pushed the button because they forgot that they had the button and actually really needed help and so on. You know, it's just... No, I didn't get the calm environment I would have needed in order to be able to really rest out the first day. It was first when we got to the patient hospital that I actually kind of slept. And I think today is the first day I've had a chance to fully do that. So I think that's why I'm sleeping so much, because there hasn't been any other time to do it. And it's also the fact that I'm calm. I'm in a calm and safe environment where I can. And my dog has been like a band-aid. She's been such a good doggy nurse. She's very... I mean, normally she's very mild and very careful. But now she's extremely timid and just like really careful with how she puts her paw on me and everything, and just trying to be close. So I woke up and had her laying between my sprayed legs and with her head on my thigh and just looking at me like, "Oh, you're awake? You're okay? I'm here." Existing, and it was so precious. She's really precious. And I think she's been anxious too, because she's been a bit worried. She's been puking a bit, and I know she tends to do that when there's too much going on. It's like an anxiety thing she has. So I'm not too concerned that she does, but also because I know that my stepdad gives her treats. And I don't mean doggy treats. They get all kinds of goodies here, so she's being spoiled as heck, but since she doesn't really get that much that often, I can imagine why her stomach is a bit upset, but it's okay. You're worth sometimes to be spoiled. So I hope that tomorrow I will be a little more awake. Also because the morphine is... I'm pretty high, I'm not gonna lie. To the extent that I feel like everything is a bit fuzzy. But I think that's better than the pain, because it was letting go a bit past. I just took an ordinary paracetamol, like an aspirin, and it's like the shoulder's releasing, but it still hurts if I do it the wrong way, if I move it the wrong way, or sit on it the wrong way. But also the scars or the wounds are starting to hurt differently. And since they didn't use the agrafs, I'm not sure what it's called in English, I will burp. But imagine a... It's like when they put a paper clip on you. They didn't use that, they used actual sutures, thread, and those edges can itch a bit. It feels like they're just rubbing against the skin more. And I also have a really, really big bruise that is kind of hurting to the touch. It's becoming more and more agitated. Let's see if I can. There you go. So you can see it's getting really agitated. But I'm not too concerned, it's just... I mean, they rearranged the whole innards. So I have that, and I have over here, there, one up here, and then this one here. So while we're down here, I guess we'll take the... I think we'll take this side today. Take our little meds. So I have that done. pull away the stabby collector, and then we remove, put it in there. Tuck that under the boob, get away with the hair. And then we grab the fat and we just go pokey poke. You ready? There we go. And then not too quickly adding it, because I was told that if I do it too quickly it can hurt because of the tension that builds up under the skin. And what this is supposed to do is it's supposed to stop blood clots from essentially stop you from having blood clots. My English is so great. So yeah, you can see I'm really taking it slow, because rather too slow than too fast, and it will pinch and hurt, because that's the worst. There we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I'm allowed to pull it out. There we go. And then you take this bit and press it up against the needle on the table and crack it so it can't be used. I can't be arsed to show you, but there we go, needle broken, and we put it in its little container. There we go, so it can be thrown away in the ordinary, it doesn't need a biohazard. Let's go. There's my face. There's my face again. Perfect. So yeah, that's mostly what's been happening. I haven't done much else really. Sleeping, eating a little yogurt has been heaven on earth. I actually had a protein shake just to make sure that I really got the protein into me along with other nutrients, but I'm also taking it kind of nice against myself, because it's just because I've been on the fluid diet for so long, it's nice to treat myself with something else than the fluids. But they're not too bad now that I get to vary it with something else. But I know that the protein shakes are really good to get my full set of meal today. And today is Saturday? I don't keep tracking. Yeah, it's Saturday. So on Monday I will have to call and book an appointment for the nurse to remove the stitches. Tomorrow we'll probably go and have some just going out essentially. I know they're gonna go grocery shopping, and my stepdad wanted some help with his retro car, and then we perhaps will go and go to the dollar store to find a body pillow for me so I can pile up a bit. Also another what's the word? Necessary. Essentially a toiletry bag, that's the word. Because I have so much meds now that I need somewhere to put them so they're easily moved. I will show you. It's quite a lot. There you go. All of those are my meds. They're mine. All. It's quite extensive. Some of them aren't forever though, as I said, but still. I need to get rid of some of them. And then over here we have Nurse Tulsa. She's been sleeping on me for quite a bit. I don't know if you could see her, but she's been a really good kitty and sleeping on top of me and being really careful. She stepped on me wrong once and I threw her away. And she got the message and then played nicely and stood where she was allowed to. And then there was the other dog, Radar. He stepped on me the wrong way. He's such a klutz when it comes to standing on you that he flew across the room. Not my proudest moment, but what am I supposed to do? It hurt like hell. He's so heavy and he has like tiny ass paws that really pushes down on you, so it hurt a lot. But yeah, not a happy camper. But I feel like it's going exceptionally well. There's not much to complain about. It's much less painful than I thought it would be. It's mostly the shoulders that have been arguing with me, and that I can't put into words exactly what's hurting or what feels weird. Like what in the stomach that's making me uncomfortable, essentially. That's the bit that I dislike the most, I would have to say, that I can't really say exactly what's wrong or what's hurting, and that's not weird since they rearranged the whole body. I will put a link down below to an animation that shows you exactly what they do in the surgery, because it kind of tells, it makes people understand that when I say they rearranged my innards, they did, really, for those who are curious, essentially. So we'll see. I will try to upload videos, but I think that it will for the future be more that how the shape of the day is. Today has been kind of well, and now also that I've been on a 3-hour long nap. It's not strange that I have some energy left, but otherwise it's really on how I feel and if I'm tired or not, if I remember to or not. But I will try to upload as much as possible and remember to. It's just I can't make any promises, but I think you understand that. You guys seem happy whenever I post anything anyway, just to get a update on how it's going, essentially. So yeah, I'm gonna go brush my teethies, and go get into my night gown and go sleepy poo. So, nighty night.